Plaintiff Mike Milkey owns a restaurant, and he met the defendant because she was one of his customers. Mike claims the defendant often flirted with him, and he later learned she was a madam who used her looks to dupe men. Mike suing for breach of contract and lost revenue. Defendant Caitlin Mogg says Mike hired her to be the general manager of his restaurant. But while working there, Mike would often make inappropriate comments about her looks, and he recorded her without her permission. She's countersuing for sexual harassment.
Start with you.
Caitlin duped me with her good looks and her charm. I met her in the restaurant as a customer.
When?
About 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
I later heard that she duped me for the purpose of getting money out of me. And I later heard and was rumored that she was a madam and she did the same thing with other people.
Okay, and how did that friendship go? What?
Well, she was a customer at the time.
Okay, just a family restaurant of some sort?
No, it was a entertainment music venue. We did music and was food and we had
live music? Or?
Live music almost every night.
All right.
And she had suggested that she ran a burlesque show, and she suggested that she would bring her show into our restaurant and she would make some good money for her.
Did she?
Yes, she did. She did a good job. I give her credit.
From what time frame?
Well, just a few weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, about a month.
And you say she was coming there, and she suggested that you hire her to bring in burlesque show.
Yes,
and she did.
She had a burlesque show.
And it lasts for 3 weeks.
Well, the show was only for one night.
Okay. And then what happened with the association? Where did it go from there?
I mean, she kind of flirted with me and told me how handsome I was and all these nice things. And she's...
This was when she would still come to your restaurant?
After the show. Yeah, after the show, she was telling. She said that she could almost double my business if she could book bands and do things for me.
Okay.
So I kind of went along with her. She said I could become a Hugh Hefner of Buffalo.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I really got taken in with that.
You got excited about that?
Yeah, it sounded great.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want that? Except for me, a good family man, church-going man. Yeah.
Right, you're exactly right.
Go ahead.
Together, thought she had the girls and that we could turn that into a bunny club. And I kind of went
All right, let me get to her now, and then we'll get to the specifics. You want to give me some background?
Yes. Your Honor, I met Mike Milkey around May 2015. I own a dance studio down the street, so we started frequenting the bar, coming in for cocktails. I talked to their old bar band booker who wanted to bring in my show because we had brought over 400 attendees to a past show at a different venue. He thought we might be good for business, which we were. From my show, he's gotten repeated business from people that had never even frequented or heard of his rundown bar, which I was trying to help rectify.
Rundown bar. Go ahead.
Your Honor, I'm 25 years old. You know, I'm a professional. I got hired to be his general manager, not just a band booker.
When did you begin as general manager?
June 23rd, 2015.
All right. Is that true, sir?
Oh, yeah, then I fired her.
She was general manager?
She was.
Good enough. That's all I'm trying to ask at this point. All right. Because you said that she was hired to bring in burlesque only one day, and then was to book bands thereafter. But she said general manager, and now you agree that she was general manager.
Yes. I was.
How did that go?
Well, it started out great. You know, we decided, you know, it's a rundown bar. There's wallpaper falling off the wall. It needs a facelift. If you're going to get, you know, a new clientele, you need to give someone something different, something to talk about, get the buzz going. I have pictures to document what it looked like before, Your Honor. The one on top with the stippled paint is what I did.
This is beautiful.
But she never finished the job.
All right. You have pictures of her work that you think weren't complete.
Where the jobs were not complete. And she never
breach of contract. How did she breach the contract?
Well,
sir, I don't know about incomplete. This is beautiful.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But it wasn't finished.
Your Honor, it wasn't finished because we ran out of materials.
He didn't give you enough to buy paint, ma'am.
I gave her $1,000, sir.
Yes, we needed more.
You needed paint the most. Did you buy any more paint?
We needed more, and Your Honor, he wasn't willing to put any more money into the business.
So what ultimately happened with the relationship, with the bar, with the bunnies? Tell me, Hugh, did you become Hugh Hefner or not?
No, I never became Hugh Hefner.
You never got the bunnies?
Well,
nobody walked around skimpy clothes?
Well, her burlesque show was very skimpy. These are pictures of her burlesque show, and she was very,
I want to see that.
okay.
I know you do.
Let's maybe not pass those around.
She was very enticing.
Who is this one?
That's her. She tried to entice me to make this into a bunny club, and I
Jeez,
went along with
you
it.
all have flyers announcing it as the Bunny Lounge.
Yeah.
Your Honor, that's why.
Well, you knew that, right? So you did try and turn it into the Bunny
Yeah,
Lounge.
well, I went along with her, sure.
I'm saying your business improved. Don't act like she didn't bring any added value.
Well, just the one day, yeah, the business was good.
Now, how did she breach her contract with you?
Well, she said she was going to, as a general manager, she was going to book bands, and she booked like 9 or 10 bands, and they never showed up. The first 2 bands that didn't show, we lost the money and lost revenue.
Okay.
We have here in her handwriting.
Did they give a reason?
She claimed that she was going to have 150 people here, and nobody
No, we're
showed up.
talking about the band. You
Right,
can't
the band.
attribute to your employee. You can't blame your employee and sue your employee for not doing a good job. Now, if your employee deceived you, that's
Deceived me,
something
she did.
different.
She deceived me by not booking this by
Show
this
me evidence that she did not book them.
band. She's my witness. She's my bar
Okay,
manager.
you don't have any written evidence yet.
Yeah, we do. Can I
Okay,
just help
well,
him find
come
it?
on. State your name.
Nicole Rosenberg.
All right, you say you have evidence over there that she failed to book the band as she was required.
Yes.
Correct.
What do you tell me, ma'am, about the booking of the band? They're about to show me some evidence, they say, where you were required as part of your job on a particular evening to book a band and you did not.
I booked several bands.
That night, we're talking about the
Okay.
one he's suing about, that night. What night is this?
On the 27th
27th of
of August.
August 27th. Tell me about August 27th.
Okay. I was a little bit upset too because I told everyone our grand opening was the 26th. So we're advertising for a bar that doesn't exist because he ran out of money to make this grand opening happen, kept pushing it back to August 29th.
That's not true.
To September 3rd and then finally September 11th, and then it finally just never happened.
All right, now let me go back to my question. Explain August 27th. You have something regarding August 27th?
I have 3 conversations with bands that says they have never been contacted.
Is that the only date or some other dates
Well, we've had other dates
that you told her to book
book, and she didn't.
and she said she booked,
and she didn't do it.
but she didn't?
No.
All right, and you have that in a conversation
Right.
Yep.
from a band that says, I would never contact it. I see your name on our calendar for this month, for Friday. She's talking to the band for Friday. Just wondering if you are still planning on this event. Please get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you, Nikki. He says, we never said a September 18th date.
September 18th should have been a band that frequented different times. There was a couple dates mixed in when I came on board that had
Another
already
date,
previously been booked.
September 12th. Nikki, once again, same thing. I see your name on the calendar for Saturday, September 12th. Just wondering if you are still planning. This is, hey there, no, we don't have anything booked there. Let me know if you are in need of a band, and I might be able to make it happen. Ma'am, this is twice these folks asked if the band had been booked, and it was your responsibility, and twice, these 2 different dates, the band said they hadn't been booked. What is it, ma'am?
I also have her handwriting for Victor Dean and Rich Smith that you just read, and the 827.
Saying what?
Saying Rich Smith and Victor Dean are booked in her handwriting
There
on her
you go.
calendar.
Let's see it.
And this is from August 27th, the text
Now you're
from
proving
her.
your case. That's who you should have running your bar.
Yeah, right.
She is running my bar
She's
now.
running it? All right. There you go. Do you have anything to say about those 2 dates?
September 12th was booked from a prior booking manager from before I came on board.
And 18th, how about that? Booked by a previous manager?
They are the same company.
But you wrote the names down. Your counterclaim for sexual harassment, how does he owe for that?
The whole time that I worked at the bar, he called me hot, told me I was the only girl he needed. There were times where he would walk out of taking a nap in his boxer shorts in the bar. When I brought it up to another bartender on his staff of, this is wrong, he's in his boxer shorts, she said, well, at least you haven't seen him naked, because sometimes he forgets to put his pants on.
Okay, what damages did you suffer?
If we were in there, he would walk past and take pictures, be taking videos of me to watch later. And it made...
How do you know that? You saw him?
Yeah, and he'd
that's
be,
what he told
I don't
you he
even
was
have
gonna
a
do?
video.
he'd be asking my
Sir, did
friends.
you take pictures or video of her?
Well, you have them there, sir. But we take pictures of all our bands.
Is this what you're referring to?
He's taking them on
Was
his
this
cell
with
phone.
your permission or not?
No.
All right. Sir, why did you take pictures without
we
her
take
permission?
pictures of all our bands. We have.
This isn't a band,
Well,
sir.
I
This
know,
is
but
her
all of our
doing all
shows-
type of provocative moves in
Well,
skimpy clothing
this is-
that would otherwise inspire a man.
But she has performed
This
that.
is something a man would take pictures of, sir.
Honor.
Let's get to
have
the,
different music.
sir, is the items that you're suing for?
We are, sir. This is a list.
There's a check made out for $1,047,
This is
and
the-
this is everything that's
Okay, and what
we're supposed
happened?
to have.
There's the.
Never saw it.
This is in her handwriting.
All right, you
Except
gave
for
this
the-
to your general manager to purchase the items and she never purchased them?
Correct.
Except for the
Ma'am,
paint.
what do you say to
Except for
this?
the
They gave
paint.
me a list of items. They say a printer, looks like the iPad, and the paint and tablet were the most expensive things. Did you buy? Did they give you money to buy these? Did you buy them or not?
I tried to bring the items in and drop them off in the bar. She was with me. He proceeded, because he'd ran out of money and couldn't go forward, to scream at me, tell me he didn't want them anymore. He'd see me in court in front of customers.
Don't
in the
believe
bar.
it. $1,500 is your judgment
Can we-
for your items and for her negligence in not ordering the bands like you ordered her to. It did cost you money. She deceived you. She's trying to deceive me today about whether she requested the bands. $1,500 is
Your
your
Honor.
judgment. I see pictures that you did take of her. I'll grant you $500 for that. Have a good day. You're left with $1,000. That's my judgment.
He never paid me, but handling that with the Department of Labor on unpaid wage claims. So he'll get another day in court and we'll rectify the situation.
It's an unfortunate situation that happened.